Hello, everyone. Just give us 1-2 minutes till all the attendees will also log in. We are also live in social media of Book Online Now, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. See you in 1 minute. I think we can start. Thank you, first of all, everyone, for being here. I'm happy that we have started also the English version of the webinars of Book Online Now. Today, I'm also happy having Google helping us in a kind of workshop with the subject Drive More Free Bookings with Google. I have today Olga Hadjidoukaki, who is the Google Partnership Development Manager of Travel of Google. Hello, Olga.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm located in Greece. You're located in Switzerland. So I'm still in a good mood with the summer because it's still sunny in Athens. We talked about the weather in Switzerland. It's still now cold, correct?
Yes, we're experiencing snow, so we're right in winter time.
So some things about Book Online Now. Whoever doesn't know me, I'm Theodoros Katsimbras. I'm the CEO of the booking engine of Book Online Now. We have a presence in 74 countries, and we have in our portfolio over 3,000 hotels. I'm happy that today I have Google because we will be talking about ways of how you can increase your direct sales, in fact, and how the presence of your brand.com website or your presence generally in the internet could be better. And you can achieve that through Google, and Olga will analyze to us the ways of achieving that. Olga, you have already shared your screen, so you can present yourself or say some things regarding Google Travel in general, and you can start your presentation.
Great, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here with everyone today, and thanks to the Book Online team as well for the invitation and for hosting me, of course. So as Theodoros mentioned, I'm a strategic partnership manager at Google in the travel industry in Google Zurich. I've been working for Google for the last 5 years, and before that, before I moved to Zurich quite recently, I was based in the EMEA headquarters in Dublin, working in sales. So as Theodoros mentioned, I'm here to present to you a couple of things, and how to get more specifically more free bookings with Google. Our agenda contains the following pillars. We're going to speak about hotel insights, Google Business Profile, which is the old well-known Google My Business, and the part of free booking links that we will see more in detail and more in deep dive and how you can actually make use of it. You have the opportunity during the presentation to ask questions in the chat, and we will look at these at the end of the session for any of the topics that we're going to discuss. Unfortunately, we are not going to touch on the ads side of things, so please keep the questions related to the topics we're going to discuss. And yeah, feel free to ask any questions, and we'll try to reply to them at the end of the session. Okay, I hope things are working this time with the presentation, so let's get started and first discuss a little bit the state of travel recovery. So if there is one thing I would like you to take away from this, it's that, understanding and adjusting to the user's online journey will be more important than ever. And I think you know what I mean with this. COVID has led to an acceleration of a strong shift from offline to online, which obviously is not limited to travel. It's across all industries, speaking of retail, restaurants, etc. So partly because people haven't been able to go outside as much. Obviously, we have the summer months, which were a little bit more normal. But a lot of the traffic is coming online. A lot of people are spending more time online, and people are, of course, searching more than ever. So the trends have hit all-time highs in terms of searches. So how does that affect, and more specifically, a bit of a view of Greece here. Here, this is taken from Google Trends, so you have access to this information as well, and you can tweak it to your specific country as well. But I've taken Greece for the specific example. Just to see a little bit the trends and how people are searching for hotels more specifically. So obviously there was a huge dip when COVID hit, and it was declared as a global pandemic. Searches fell at an all-time low, and it was an unprecedented dip in demand. So as you can see, however, hotels has grown over the last few months, especially in August. We managed to get 20% more searches than the year before, so 2020. And this is a great example of that. People are trying to go back to normal, to have that need. They have that need to travel, that desperate need to get out and discover the world. And frankly, myself as well, I have never felt that need more than today. So of course, this is related to hotels, but we also see things like virtual tours, for example, being growing globally. We've seen a number of about 500%, for example, virtual tours in museums, like the British Museum in London. So things like that have really shaped and have created a new norm for our users. There's also been a huge increase in YouTube watch time, and specifically for travel videos. So people have had that need to feel connected to the travel landscapes through videos as well. Things are like, through surveys that we have run, people feel quite optimistic about the view on travel. So obviously we had a little bit of a situation where post-summer travel seemed back to normal. Obviously through the Omicron variants now, unfortunately, things might be closing. Like some countries have decided to close borders again or make the entry restrictions a little bit stricter. But there is an optimistic view. So hopefully when things at some point go back to normal, to the new normal more specifically, we will see again those peak and interests. Of course, when the nice weather is there, people are also searching for travel. So this is, of course, seen again in this graph, and it's very relevant as well. So whenever you see that increase in searches, it means usually that your bookings are going to be more accelerated. Of course, we don't know the disruption and the length of this disruption, but we do believe that travel will bounce back over time. And yeah, of course, we've seen that over the summer months as well. So what are these new normals that we're talking about, and how can you be ready for these? If we see what the topics of today are, as I mentioned in the agenda, we're going to look into understanding demand. So obviously we shared that we have to create new strategies because of this new normal that we have. And customer demand has changed rapidly. So more domestic, less international travel, perhaps in some countries, more leisure, less business. All of these adaptations, we're going to go through a tool called Hotel Insights in order to understand for you how you can respond quickly to those shifts. Then we're going to discuss how to make your digital presence a priority. Will be, as we discussed, it's more important than ever it has ever been. So I want to focus a bit on Google Business Profile to see how you can be ready and how you can have everything working. And on the other hand, we will also cover the main topic, which is free booking links. So how you can bring more business, more rates, more availability in the forefront of the search engine. And in order to reach a wider spectrum of users and travelers that are currently looking who are ready to book. So let's move to the first topic, which is hotel insights. So we know that understanding demand involves a lot of data points. We have website analytics. We have a lot of times face-to-face interactions with customers, which give us a better understanding when you speak to them of the different data points that are important to them, and other different tools. But this is just to name a few. Therefore, we also have this new tool called Hotels Insights, which helps you understand crucial demand trends. You can find it on the link here, hotelinsights.withgoogle.com. There is a global version of this tool, so I would like you just to caveat this, but it's not yet localized in all the markets. We are working on it, but most markets are already there, including Greece as well. So what does the tool help you? It helps you with answering a few of the questions, actually. Are searches rising from a specific region? Is it more domestic versus international travel? Where are these searches coming from? How can I learn more about those searches? Like it's an easy deep dive going beyond Google Trends and more specifically on travel insights. It also offers some great resources to learn more about how to make it more effective and how to address that demand. So this is the first part of the tool, as we discussed. It buckets queries that are hotel related. So that's the main difference with Google Trends. So that way it's more specific to your industry. And it also has a very comprehensive view of demand. So very easy graphs to use that you can access and understand very quickly those shifts in demand and what's growing and what time is growing. We know user journeys are long and complex. Sometimes, users can spend weeks, months even discussing a travel plan or planning accordingly. And now more than ever, it might be even longer periods. But understanding that path and the searches for your region and when they pick up, it also means that there is an indication for further bookings. So that's when you can expect those bookings to increase as well with this increase in demand. So the data specifically for this tool is refreshed quite frequently. So we see a refresh for about every 3 days or so. And it really, that way you are really informed about your decision making. So that's hugely important, and it's very it's a very important tool to use if you want to understand a little bit better the hotel demand for your region. What else does it offer? It also offers a great repository for further information, resources to learn more about understanding demand and how to make your hotel more attractive online. So it also touches a little bit on the Google business profile we're going to discuss in a bit. So yes, so I really think this is a very helpful tool. You can deep dive into it yourselves, and obviously if there's any questions, happy to address them further in the Q&A. Moving on to the Google business profile, and how you can make your digital presence a priority. I am sure many or most of you know about Google business profile. Earlier it was called Google My Business. We went through a rebranding very recently. But this tool and this business profile of yours, it really underlines the importance of all your online touch points. And it really represents your business, your hotel from its best side. So user expectations are actually very high. We've conducted several studies showing that about 50% of travel users are going to abandon their online travel purchase if it's not easy for them for their online experience to meet their expectations. So this is very important because a lot of times users don't feel confident that a hotel website offers an easiness of navigation, for example, or discovering where the hotel is situated. All of that information is very important, otherwise somebody will abandon that journey. It is like we consider the Google Business Profile the first touch point and entry point to your business for many users, and that's why it's very important. What it is, in case you are not aware, and for those of you that are aware, just a little short deep dive of what it is. I think, of course, we will have been in many situations where we've gone on Google Maps or Google search engine and tried to find hotels near me or a specific hotel. And obviously you can do this by yourselves right now or searching for your own hotel. When these hotels are appearing, it means that they have a Google Business listing, Google Business Profile listing. And they appear usually on the right side of the screen, and you can then click and find out more information about a specific hotel and about a specific business. The most important thing I want you to actually remember is that if a person ended up in your listing, it means that they have a real interest for your hotel. And that's why it's hugely important to represent your hotel on its best side with all the complete information you can provide on that Google Business Profile listing. There are many features. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go through all of them today, but I want you to remember a couple of them, which I think are some of the most important elements to show a big complete profile on Google Business Profile. Attributes. Of course, photos are very important, and if you can update them, if they are outdated, feel free to do so. But also attributes, because this helps your customers understand your business, like understand everything that you offer as a business. A lot of times users may search specific hotel with pool or a specific hotel with free breakfast. All of that information you can provide through your Google Business Profile listing. So it is important that you do so, because the more information and the more complete your profile is, the more easy you make it for the user to select you. And of course, we have, if you offer any amenities like free Wi-Fi or anything that is you can tick as a box through the Google Business Profile, please do so, because you can add that very easily. What's important and what you need to do, in case you haven't done already, if you're on the first step where you haven't signed up to Google Business Profile, please do so and make sure that you verify your business. Make sure you manage your hotel's details. So in some countries, for example, I was recently in Austria with the lockdown phase. And unfortunately, all hotels had to be shut down. So everything had to be updated from their site on the Google Business Profile listing. So business hours, any type of amenities you offer, photos, make sure that they are the most recent ones if you update them as much as possible. And make sure you also engage with your customers through your reviews. So it's nice to see a business that actually takes the time to reply to a specific review, and explain further if a review was bad or if a review was good, to thank them and so on. That's very important. As I mentioned, COVID has really impacted us, and through your Google Business Profile, you can actually update all the temporary closures and so on. So make sure to do that when the situation comes. I really hope it doesn't, but sometimes you will probably have to do that. And update your eco attributes. This is a new feature that we launched very recently, actually, because obviously sustainability, it's huge importance, and we want to give you that opportunity to make sure that you put forward your sustainability attributes. So what's new here? It's actually a section dedicated to sustainability, which is self-reported. and it's not independently verified by Google. What does that mean? In order to get this badge, which is eco-certified, or that you are basically an ecological hotel, you must be recognized by a global and reputable agency, and it's on our website. So you can see also which agencies are qualified for this. And then you can make sure that you put forward your sustainability practices like water efficiency, waste, recycling, energy efficiency, etc. All these features can be added through those agencies and verified by those agencies. And then that will enable basically users to make more of a sustainable choice and minimize environmental impact. How it would look once you select these and these are approved by that agency, it will look like this. So you will get a little badge that says you're eco-certified. So it's a great way of putting forward your sustainability efforts as a hotel. And finally, once you've gotten a better understanding of demand, you've put forward your digital presence, updated your profile, you know, and make sure that users are able to find you online. Then comes the side of how to drive more free bookings. In order to drive these free bookings, you need all the previous pillars that we discussed. How does it actually work? I will give you an overview because I think it's important to understand how we end up to the free booking links section as a user, so you understand a little bit better the benefit of it and how it works. So we have those three platforms: Google Search, Google Maps, and Google Assistant, where users actually, we have a traffic of about 1 billion users using this per month. So this is huge and it gives you a huge reach. And users, when they are looking for something, they will get, as we said, your Google business profile, but also on the map territory, the options for hotels in a specific region that they have chosen. This is important because they can click on it, and there is the ad aspect, and then there's the free aspect. So what appears? Say here we have Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. This is your Google business profile listing. You have all that information and all these all the things that the user needs to know. These are the organic search results. So we have usually the ads are ranked, not usually, always the ads are ranked first if there is an ad for the specific hotel. Otherwise, we get the organic search results. And here you have a section where you also have the ads aspect, but then you also have the opportunity to view more rates. And this is also changing, and we will make it more visible as well in the future. What appears is, in order for you to view more prices, those prices are incorporated by your partner, and basically they are free because the user can choose to look at more prices and click on that section and have a full view of all the rates available. So how does it work? You have this new way basically of doing this. We're making it free for any hotel, any online travel agency, aggregator to appear on hotels' booking links, regardless of whether they advertise or not. So advertising is okay if you don't do specifically on that front. It's basically a free way to reach potential customers. It's offers many more comprehensive options to users and in time of booking. And it also, for advertisers, in case you're also advertising, it's also a way to augment existing ad campaigns traffic. So what happens, it's basically the main difference. So you have the ad unit that we discussed, and then you have the free booking links with prices added. The main difference is that at the top, there are the hotel ads paid links ranked according to Google's ad auction, which encompasses different pillars, whereas free booking links are unpaid links, ranked according to their utility to users, so how useful they are to them. Google may show booking links alongside hotel ads. So you probably usually will have this view where you have the ads, existing ad unit, and then on the top, on the bottom, you will also have the free booking links prices added there. And if you are a hotel partner, as I mentioned, you don't need to pay a fee for this. This is free on the Google front, and you just add it with your partner. They will help you do that. In order to understand the value of free booking links, it basically offers free visibility and reach. There's millions of searches, as we discussed, done online and on Google every day. This will be an opportunity for you to surface basically your room rates and availability through the free booking links module. And you also are capable of reaching Google's large audience that we have. It also offers a benefit to those of you advertising, because you can drive more free direct bookings, and you also have a control over the guest experience on your site. So you can select whether to appear on that unit and make it easier for them to find your website link, etc. So this will make it very easy for the user. And to finalize what you can do right now in order to help your partner, and in order to increase your direct bookings, you must ensure that you share accurate rates and availability for all the rooms with your partner in order to be able to show on free booking links. So this is a very important aspect in order to make sure that we have all that information and your partner has that information, and then they can incorporate it through our system. You also should ensure that your website or landing page provides a user-friendly experience to users. So this is very important because it not only affects your free booking listing, it also affects your ad ranking in case you're advertising. So this is something that we highly recommend, that you ensure an easy and user-friendly experience to users. And as we discussed, Google Business Profile is your one-stop shop when somebody searches for you. So ensure you have the right information. Sometimes it may be funny to say, but even your geolocation, your address, all of these things, you cannot imagine how many times some businesses get it wrong. So make sure that you have all that information correctly incorporated through your business profile, and that then you provide that information to your partner. So that will help them, make it super easy for them to set up their free booking listings for you. To sum it up and in a nutshell, what we discussed today, it's basically how to understand this demand through Hotel Insights, which you can find on hotelinsights.google.com. It's basically is a great tool to help you understand more specific hotel demand, going a little bit beyond Google Trends, this international versus domestic demand. And it's very visual and very comprehensive use of how to use that tool. And then the second aspect is Google Business Profile, to ensure that you make your digital presence as easy as possible for any type of user. And you can actually find more information through the links here, and how to appear where users are searching. So through free booking links, you can definitely make use of that free tool that we offer in order to make sure that all your prices and information is actually appearing as well through that tool. So that is all from my side. I would like to thank Book Online Now for working with us, and of course for hosting us today. And I will be happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Olga. I'm very happy when I see new things, let's say, that help the hotel. As I started our webinar, ways of expanding their brand.com visibility in the internet. There is a question, as I told you, we have hotels around the globe. So we have hotels right now in attendees from Egypt, from Turkey, from Czech Republic, from Bulgaria, also from Greece. So one question comes from Egypt, first of all. Agia is asking if Hotel Insight is already activated in Egypt. So the question actually is, Hotel Insight is activated for all the continents around the globe or just for Europe at this point?
No, it's more than Europe. It also, we offer in Argentina, Australia, etc. Unfortunately, Egypt is not right now on Hotel Insights, but we are planning on making this available as globally as possible. So it's something that our team is working on, and hopefully within the next few months or in 2022, hopefully we will have the capability to offer all countries. Okay.
Another question comes from Stefan from the Czech Republic. So there are many questions that he has raised via the Q&A. I will keep one or two regarding the review. There are hotels that usually have not only the accommodation, but they also have a restaurant. So actually get reviews regarding the restaurant in the business profile when actually it should refer only to hotel accommodation. Did anybody from Google or your team think about having different profiles when we are talking about hotel and accommodation individually from the one that we are talking about the restaurant?
Yeah, it's actually a great question and a great case. Unfortunately, we do not have a differentiation tactic right now if you have the same Google business profile for the hotel and the restaurant. So unfortunately, I cannot offer a solution right now, but it's something that we definitely we can provide as feedback to our product team, and hopefully something can be done about it.
Okay, the other question, number 4, he has raised is, it's a great talk in the hospitality industry when we are talking about rate parity, meaning having our prices displayed maybe from a partner, let's say a wholesaler. It displays the prices to different travel agencies, which actually have also access in Google free links or Google ad, as we have the lab. So is there a possibility to disable a partner from the visibility because maybe he's violating the parity, the price parity of the hotel? So he wishes to disable one in Google or free links or ads. Is that possible?
Yes, so you have to address this to your partner because they will have access to all the rates, etc. But there's a feature called Live on Google, which if you just, it's a new feature we launched actually in September or so as well. So you can ask your partner to select off, which means for that specific hotel, the partner will not show either on the free booking listing or neither on the Google Ads aspect. So that means you will be completely switched off for that specific, the partner can switch you off. Okay. So that's something we can do.
Thank you. I totally understand. Another thing is there a difference on what you have mentioned in your presentation regarding mobile searches and desktop searches?
I don't have that information, to be honest, but we've seen mobile has been very dominant for many years. The last 3 to 5 years, it has been very dominant. And in some fields, it is overtaking desktop. So some things like hotels might be a little bit more dominant on desktop. I do not have that information right now, but we've seen a huge growth on mobile websites usage.
When we are talking, from my experience, we said that we will not talk about Google Hotel Ads, but from Google Hotel Ads dashboard, of course, as a partner, I can select whether I want to have a campaign activated only for desktops or only for mobile devices. So it's a kind of decision of the partner or the provider that has activated the Google Hotel Ads campaign. I think from the other 3 questions that Stefan has raised are in regards of the official website. Of course, further to the booking engine, the technology providers, there are marketing agencies that use Google in order to increase sales. So regarding Google Tag Manager scripts, whatever is related to the official website and the booking engine, of course, this is something that needs to be under consideration of the partner you have for digital marketing and not in regards of Google. I don't know, any other question that somebody would like to raise? Of course, I'm always available via email. You can send it to our support team or to our partner offices, IQ Sales, Hotel Linkage, Hotel Spider, Clientric, which are our partners who participate together with us. You can share your thoughts, your questions, and they can raise it to us. And of course, I will be happy in later stages to answer if I have the answer. I'm not a genius in the whole process of let's say SEO and website optimization, but of course I can help hotels in some questions. I have a question also from our partner office from Egypt, Olga. Regarding the restaurant case that you were just speaking about, can we create a separate business profile even if it's inside the hotel? If no, would you please clarify the reason behind that?
So I have to check, actually. I'm not entirely sure, but I can find that information. And also you can probably find that information on Google Business Profile. We have a very extensive FAQ. But I don't want to say yes or no because I don't know the answer right now, but it's something we can check and get back to you for sure. Okay,
so I think, Olga, today it went very, very, very smooth.
Smooth.
I'm saying that unfortunately in the Greek-speaking webinar we had some internet issues and it didn't work. Yes. But today it was perfect. All the information.
Glad to hear.
Already they're asking about the presentation. The presentation is live as a video in all the social media of Book Online Now. As I told you before, if you have questions, you can raise it either to social media or directly to us, and I would be happy to answer. Olga, thank you for the time, first of all. I know that you're busy. I hope I can, let's say, count on you on the next webinars or workshops or discussions we have with professionals of the field. And I would be happy to meet you in Athens when you come.
Of course. Thank you so much for hosting and for inviting me. And it was a great pleasure to be here with you today. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Goodbye to everyone. Bye.